Hello there, I'm Collector Steve, and you know what? It's time to take a look at that third box of Star Wars items that I bought on Facebook Marketplace a year and a half ago. It is time to unbox this and get it added to my Star Wars collection. And you know what? We got some big stuff in this box. Welcome to my channel, and like I said, we've got the big box, the third box of the Marketplace buy that I made a year and a half ago, and it's time to go through this, and there is some big stuff in here and a few little items, but I think this is the best box out of the three boxes, to tell the truth. This box contains action figures, trading cards, books, an M&M container in the shape of one of our favorite characters, and a Star Wars PS3 video game. Let's have some fun, shall we? Wow, there was more stuff in this box than I thought there was as I was emptying it here. Found out there's a few other little things in here too that were kind of mixed in with stuff. So we'll go over those first, then we'll get to the big stuff. First of all, we have a couple micro kites. These happen to be 6.5 inches tall. Very small little kites, if that's the case. And when we look at the back, yeah, we can pretty much see that they are pretty small kites. It does include a handle and line and some sky tails. And this is in the shape of the X-Wing fighter. In fact, we have two of them from the X-Wing fighter. So kind of a little surprise in there that I didn't realize was in there. Next, we have a couple of books, storybooks in fact. And these are great finds. Here we have the Star Wars storybook, which is back from 1978. This is from Scholastic Book Services, and it basically tells the story of A New Hope. But at that time, of course, it was just Star Wars. It does feature pictures from the movie in it, and plenty to read, of course. A great little addition to the book collection for Star Wars. And it's not the only one. We have a second book here, which is the Empire Strikes Back storybook, also from Scholastic Book Services. And once again, this one does tell the story and has some great pictures from the movie in it. So two great books to add to the collection. Actually, to tell the truth, I think I do have this one already. I'm not so sure I have this one. So I'm kind of glad I got those. Next, we have a paper mask, a Stormtrooper paper mask. So you can put that over your face there and pretend you're somebody that you're not. There are three assorted styles from the looks of the back here. There's Captain Phasma, Kylo Ren, and the Stormtrooper. So just got the count in here. And actually, it looks like all three of them are actually in here. We just got Captain Phasma on the front, we've got the Stormtrooper on the back, and it looks, from the black here, that it looks like Kylo Ren is in here too. So three paper masks that you can use when you're playing around the house, or if you go trick-or-treating. So those are probably the smallest items within this third box of stuff. We also have a couple items specifically designed for fun for the kids. And of course, we have another Jedi Force figure. If you remember in the last video, we had Darth Vader and the Imperial droid. Well, now we have Luke Skywalker on a speeder bike. And yes, he does come with a lightsaber up on top. And the battery, once again, is dead. It does not work. A cute little figure for the little toddlers that would like to play with Star Wars. Also comes with a toolkit. And just plain fun. Bright colors on this one. You don't see colors that bright in Star Wars usually. But when you're a small child, bright colors is, of course, what you're looking for. The other thing, and this is almost tempting to open up, a Super Soaker Blaster. At the top, we have the tank where you can put the water in, of course. And, of course, the trigger down here. It holds 6.7 fluid ounces of water or whatever liquid you'd like to put in there. Kind of a cute little thing. Of course, it's designed on Han Solo's blaster, which was not actually these colors, but because it's for kids, we don't want to make it too realistic looking, you know. But a water pistol for Star Wars, that is kind of a cool idea. I like that. The next two things I thought were very interesting to find as part of this box. And yes, I knew they were in there when I bought it, but I bought it anyway. And that is Star Wars cereal. Now basically this is kind of like Lucky Charms, only instead of the Lucky Charms marshmallows, we have Star Wars shaped marshmallows. When we look at the side of the box, we can see what those different shapes are. And they include a clone trooper, a red lightsaber, blue lightsaber, Yoda, R2-D2, the Slave One, and the Jedi Starfighter. For those of you who don't know what the Slave One is, that's Boba Fett's Starfighter. Now on this one, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jango Fett as our lead characters. And when we look at the back, we can see another nice little picture of the two. But this is not the only one. There was also a second one that features Count Dooku and Padme Amidala. And I guess Anakin Skywalker's on there too. So, same cereal, two different boxes. So, of course, you had to buy two to get the set, right? The date, if used by November 2nd, I'm starting to wonder if that's November 02. I am not going to eat this cereal. This cereal is 20 plus years old. No way I'm going to eat it. But, as you can hear, the cereal is still in there. I'm debating on whether to open the boxes, take the cereal, throw it away, and just kind of fold the boxes up, and they're easier to store that way instead of being that thick when they can only be cardboard thick. On the back, I said it had a nice little picture of everybody, but there's also a game on the back here too that you can play. Start here, go around, and there. So this will keep you busy on a Saturday morning. Not only are you eating Star Wars, you can be playing Star Wars. Now, the next two things are one of the reasons I really wanted this box. And that is for the Star Wars trading cards. Now, there are two boxes of these. And actually, they're the same thing, just twice. And they're the artwork of Ralph McQuarrie. And it's 20 all-metal collector cards. So these are not your little plastic trading cards. These are metal cards. There's a little bit of weight to these boxes. And yes, it is a tin box. So when we look at it, we have the snow speeders up on the top. We have the Max Rebo band on the front. And speeder bikes on the back again. Of course, all of this is from the artwork of Ralph McQuarrie. Yes, I did collect the trading cards in the past for the different movies and so forth. They're hard to find nowadays. But I thought metal trading cards, this would be great. And the best part was, both are still sealed. Never been opened. Oh, I just noticed there's a little thing on the bottom. In 1975, Ralph McQuarrie was hired by George Lucas to create production designs for a new film project known as Star Wars. The patented metal card set you are holding was made under license by Metallic Impressions as a tribute to the masterful illustrations that gave us our first glimpses of George Lucas's vision. I'm really tempted to open these up. Now, one thing that really caught my attention, the price stickers are still on these. And from the looks of it, these were $49.99 when they were sold originally. Both of them do have the same price tag on them. Right there, $100 worth of stuff. Made the buy of these boxes a lot more enjoyable, you could say. And maybe on a future one, this one's already starting to rip as far as the packaging. So maybe on a future show, I might just open one of these and see what these cards actually look like. But you know me, I'm an in-the-box collector, so in the box they're going to stay for the moment. Well, like I said, this stuff is all over the place, as you've already seen. And the next thing here is a couple plastic buckets. And these are about the only thing that comes from the Disney sequels. Everything else in this is not from the Disney sequels. So first of all, we've got The Force Awakens featuring Rey and Finn and Chewbacca on this bucket. And on this bucket, we have Rey and Poe, the droids, and BB-8. So kind of a couple nice plastic buckets for the collection. Now, the next thing here I thought was kind of cool. And that is a Darth Vader with M&Ms inside. Yeah, this is kind of cool. And yeah, the M&Ms are still in here. This is from Gallery. Cost $15 originally. And from the looks of it, it is from 2005. So, of course, I'm not going to eat these M&Ms, not being 20 years old. Although, do M&Ms ever get old? That hard candy shell, you know, could probably protect them pretty well. But I just thought this is a really neat looking Darth Vader. You know, I should probably put this along with the lamp next to it. We could have two Darth Vaders, one glowing and one just looking at you menacingly. As far as the wrapping goes, all it is a simple plastic wrap around it. I could easily open that up. But there's about 3 ounces of chocolate in here, I guess, which probably does not look very good at the moment. Next, we have a Boba Fett interactive room guard. Protect your room with the greatest bounty hunter to ever be in the universe. As we look at this, we can see he does have lights and sound, does have some effects. He's motion activated, so I'm not sure exactly what he does. From the looks of the back of the box, it does look like his gun does light up a little bit, so maybe he gives a little flash of LED light or something there. I thought this was kind of cool. Don't see a sticker on it anywhere saying how much this was at the time, but still, kind of a cool little feature to add to the collection. Now, if you're going to have Boba Fett protecting your room, maybe you need Ahsoka Tano taking care of your phone. After all, this is the Ahsoka Tano phone holder. It includes a Type-C USB cable, so this one's not quite as old as what some of the other stuff is. It was a Target exclusive, so you had to go to Target to get it, of course. And the box is a little bit beat up, but I guess that's to be expected. Not seeing a date on the box or a price sticker for this. But it's kind of a neat little thing. Like I said, goes hand in hand with Boba Fett here. Only have 4 things left out of this box. The first thing we're going to cover next is the speeder bike Moto Speeder. And this I do already have in my collection. But it was part of the box. I thought, what the heck? A second one of these wouldn't be too bad to have. Then if I want to open it, I can. This is a civilian speeder bike that has been rebuilt to survive the harsh desert conditions during long-range reconnaissance missions. So it does come with a Rebel Trooper. Now, of course, this is not a very well-articulated Rebel Trooper. These were pretty simple. Basically, they move at the shoulders, move at the hips, and I think the head turns. But that is about it. Not a whole lot of articulation. In fact, when you look at the bottom here where he's sitting, basically you're just taking his legs and kicking him up and setting him in the bike there. So nothing too special there. Of course, this is probably also from The Force Awakens, from the looks of Kylo Ren over here in the corner. So a couple things, I guess, from the newer Star Wars line of things. Let's see, let's put this over to the side here, and we'll get the next things here. And we have BB-8. Now, at first when I saw this, I thought, oh, it's a blow-up thing. You can blow it up and kind of hit it around and stuff like that. No, this is a BB-8 serving platter. So you can put your little snacks on here and so forth while you're watching the movies at home. And in fact, there happen to be 2 of these within the box. So I have 2 platters that I could serve you if you came over for a visit. Next, we have a Battlefront lithograph, a collectible lithograph. I don't know if he's had this opened already. There we go. So this one looks like it is a lithograph of Darth Vader, Darth Vader's helmet. Like I said, it is from Star Wars Battlefront, Best Buy exclusive, and it is a free collectible to reward Zone members with the purchase of Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. So I don't know how many of these went out, but you had to buy the game to get it. This once again is from that 2004-2005 time period. Kind of a cool little thing to add to the collection. 2 things left, and yes, the video game is still coming, but before we do the video game, just got to show you this. Here we have Aurra Sing, and this is a big Aurra Sing action figure. In fact, it is Velcroed on the bottom, and you open it up, and there you go. A lot of accessories with this one. This is kind of, well, not a lot of accessories, but we have her lightsaber, including a nice figure of Aurra Sing, but it also has the book, Dawn of the Bounty Hunters, that comes along with it. So you get the book and an action figure in a fantastic carrying case. Back then, they knew how to market stuff much better than they know how to do today, it seems. I already have one of these in the collection, but I thought it's going to be nice to have a second one, because now I can actually take the book out of here and read the book and find out what it's about. Because I don't think I've read this book. You'll notice too, the book is a little bit of a triangular shape. It is not just straight on the edge. That way it fits into the box nice and neat. This has a suggested retail price of $75 on the back of the box here. Now, whether the person I bought it from paid $75 for it or not, I'm not sure. I think the one I bought upstairs was on sale. Just think, $75 here, and those 2 cans were $100 of the trading cards. That's $175 already. I think for all 3 boxes, I maybe paid a little over $200. So between those 3 boxes, I think I got my money's worth. Okay, it is time for the last thing, and that is the PS3 game, which happens to be the Disney Infinity Star Wars game. This is the Saga bundle, as we can see down at the bottom here. It does come with a Boba Fett action figure, which I'm trying to think. It was a long time ago that I went through all my Affinity figures. And yes, if you watch back in the early videos, you will see my collection of Affinity figures. And I think I had pretty much all of them. But I'm not sure if I have this Boba Fett one. So, kind of a nice pickup there. Now, did I have a PS3? No, I'm not a gamer. The best game I had was a Wii. And I only had that for a few years before I got rid of it, because I just never got around to playing it a whole lot. Now, if you played Disney Infinity, leave a comment below and let me know what this game was like, because from the previews and the commercials I saw of it, I thought it could really be a fun game to play. But then Disney pulled the plug and the whole Disney Infinity thing went away, which of course made this even more collectible. Now, the box is still closed, so I guess the person I bought it from never opened it either. Just looking around the box, see if there's a price tag anywhere on here. No price tag. So if you did have this game, why don't you let me know how much this thing was? I'd be kind of curious to see what this game was worth. And I just noticed this is the 3.0 edition. I think the other figures I have are pretty much 1.0 and 2.0. So this must have been just before they pulled the plug that they released this one. Well, there we go. Like I said, quite a bit of stuff in this third box. A lot of big stuff in this third box. Once again, I ask you to leave a comment and let me know what's your favorite out of this whole collection here. For me, I like getting the Infinity, even though I'm not going to be playing it. I also liked getting the Aurra Sing figure here. But my favorite thing is probably the Ralph McQuarrie cards. I think those are going to be awesome when I open those up. Well, that finishes off the series of marketplace purchases. So before I go, I would just like to invite you to like this video if you have enjoyed it. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell so that you're notified when new videos come out. Well, until next time, may the Force be with you and have fun collecting.